fuck yeah, I'm videoing it. What the fuck?
I think that might be a gas station or something.
Fuck yeah, it's a gas. Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh! What the? Holy shit! No fucking way! Oh shit! Oh shit! No, baby! Oh no!
Please! Are we dangerous here?
Yeah, we're dangerous. Oh my god! Oh dear!
Are you filming?
Yes, I'm filming!
Wow! Wow! I think we are dangerous.
Let's go! Let's go!
What you just witnessed is an explosion that happened in China not that long ago. 50 people killed, 700 people injured. And when I first saw this explosion, I automatically thought about the destruction and the fire that's coming to America. Now, some of us may know, or some of us may not know, that America is going to be destroyed with fire. Now, what we just witnessed, it will be nothing. It will literally be nothing. It's going to be the same type of destruction, except on a much greater scale. A much greater scale. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to go into the Bible. I'm about to bring out the Scriptures. I'm about to show y'all these future prophecies and what's to come, and what this Bible is actually talking about in the description of this type of destruction that's coming to America. Now, let's go into 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. King James Version. And it reads, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." Now, what it's saying is, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, meaning it's going to come and it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. What do you think that great noise is? What did y'all hear in that video when that explosion went off? Boom! That's what that great noise is going to be. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burned up. So what it's saying is, the heavens is going to pass away with fervent heat. Everything that you see within the earth is going to pass away with fervent heat. Everything's going to be burnt up. All the works therein, these cars, these light poles, these buildings, which are in the works therein, are going to be burned up. Everything you see is going to be burned. Great noise. Everything's burning up. I'm going to try to make this connection. Now, let's bring it to... Let's go from 2 Peter and let's jump to 2 Esdras. This is in the Apocrypha. Chapter 15, verse 41 through 43. King James Version. 44 reads, "Fire and hell and flying swords, and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters." 41 mentions flying swords. Swords don't fly. So what is it talking about? They didn't have, when this was written, swords did not fly. Matter of fact, swords never flew. So what is this talking about? Let's read on. "And they shall break down the cities, and walls, and mountains, and hills, trees of the wood, and grass of the meadows, and their corn. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, and make her afraid." It said flying swords are going to break down the cities, walls, mountains, and hills, trees, and the wood, and the grass, and the meadows, and the corn. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon. In this verse, Babylon is America. America is known as Babylon the Great. It's going to make her afraid. How can a flying sword break down cities and mountains and walls and hills and trees? What is the Bible talking about? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 54 verse 16 now. "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his works. And I have created the waster to destroy. Now, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. A smith is someone that creates weapons. The blacksmith that created weapons to bring forth an instrument of his work, right? And I have created the waster to destroy. If this is talking about a sword, why they won't be calling a sword a waster? What is this Bible talking about? It says, I have created the waster to destroy. You ain't gonna call a sword a waster. You're not gonna call a bow and arrow waster. You're not gonna call a spear a waster. So what is this talking about? Now let's bring it to Revelation chapter 9, verse 17 through 19. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire, and smoke, and brimstone. We just read that fire is going to destroy the earth and everything in it. It's going to destroy America. This fire is going to come to America. It says that we just read in Isaiah that the smith and about the waster to destroy, it's already been created. What is this talking about? I'm gonna tell you what this is talking about. This is talking about thermonuclear destruction, nuclear missiles. I'm telling y'all something, man. World War III is about to pop off. Now let's continue into the read to the scripture. It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire, smoke, and brimstone. What is that talking about? It's describing the ICBM nuclear missiles. That's what it's talking about. This is John writing this. He's describing everything that he saw the best way he can. What he's saying is that the heads of the horses were as heads of lions. They were loud, and out of these mouths issued fire. The fire from the missiles. Let's read down in 18. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. It's talking about the missiles. For their power is in their mouth, and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Now their tails were like unto serpents. That's meaning that the missiles, when the missiles flying through the air, it's talking about the trail that's coming behind it. He describing it as a serpent. As a serpent moves, so the tail that's flying behind his missile. That's what it's talking about. And had heads, and with them they do hurt. Now these missiles are going to do a lot of damage. Let's go to another prophecy. Let's go to Revelation chapter 6, verse 13 through 17. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Now, what this is talking about, it's not actually talking about the stars of the heavens. It's talking about the satellites that are up there in space. It's saying that they fell to the earth as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. The destruction, the type of force is going to be so strong that the satellites is going to fall out of space. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. When you have a scroll and you roll it together, that's how the heavens is going to depart. It's going to roll together like a scroll. And every mountain and island were moved out of their place. So if you think you're going to leave America and you're going to be safe, you're fooling yourself. Because right here it says, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place. So every mountain and island is going to be moved out of their place. This is how great the force of impact is going to be when the missiles hit. 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the almighty men, and every bondman, and every freeman, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Doomsday preppers. These people are hiding themselves in the earth or the ground, in the dens, hiding themselves in rocks, all types of stuff to try to avoid these things. It's exactly what that's talking about. 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne Who do you think that's talking about? That's talking about the Most High. And from the wrath of the Lamb, the Messiah, Yahushua. 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? They know that the great day of the Most High's wrath has come. Who's going to be able to stand through this? Now, I'm going to show y'all something, because these missiles is going to be so hot, man, that it's going to cause crazy damage to a lot of people. Now, let's read Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people. Smite means to kill. That have fought against Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the Israelites. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the children of Israel. You are the Israelites. You are the true Hebrews. It's time for y'all to wake up, man, and realize and see what's really about to take place and really about to go down. World War III is about to go down. We read this from the Bible. The Bible's talking about nuclear destruction, nuclear missiles. Let's continue reading. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. The fire is going to be so hot that your flesh is going to burn off your bones. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes. Your eyes are going to burn out of your eye sockets. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Your tongue is going to dissolve in your mouth. That fire and that heat going to be so hot. Now, a lot of people are going to die, including a lot of our people too, the Israelites. It's already been prophesied in Zechariah 13:8, which we're about to read now, what's going to happen. And it shall come to pass, meaning it's going to happen, that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts, meaning 2/3, therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. So what that's saying is, only 1/3 of our people are actually going to be saved. 2/3 of our people are going to die right here in America. When them bombs, when them nuclear missiles hit this place, a lot of people are going to die. And a lot of people are going to be in that 2/3 when the missiles hit, man. And it's going to be really sad. Why? Because they refuse to listen to the Lord. They refuse to come out of these false religions and doctrines, Christianity, Egyptology, all those nonsense and madness that our people are involved in. They refuse to come out of that and come into this truth of what this Bible is really saying. So you're going to be part of that 2/3. When the missiles hit, you're going to die. You're going to burn and die. Now, it's not the will of the Most High for everybody to die. He would want everybody to repent, but everybody's not going to, because some of y'all are just so stiff-necked and rebellious as hell. It ain't going to happen. Now, I'm gonna show y'all what's gonna happen to y'all, because the Lord, the only reason you ain't been killed yet, only reason he's sparing you is for this destruction that's coming. Now let's read 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store. So meaning that the earth is kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So you're being reserved. This earth is being reserved. It's being kept into the fire and the destruction that's coming. The perdition means the damnation of ungodly men. So y'all gonna burn, y'all gonna die in that fire. That's the only reason you're being spared. Because you dying in a car accident, that's not gonna be enough. You being shot in the head at the club, that's not gonna be enough. Only reason you're spared is because you're gonna be basically burned in this fire when these missiles, these nuclear missiles, hit this place. And for all you Bible scoffers who don't believe this book to be true, that are truly indeed Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, y'all are the 2/3 that are going to die that the Bible's talking about. Y'all are going to die right here when those nuclear missiles hit this place. Y'all going to die right here with those crazy false religions and doctrines that y'all want to believe in. Y'all going to die. And that's not me saying that. That's the Bible. I'm talking to you so-called blacks, not the Africans, but the Negroes. You so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans. Wake up. It's time to come back to your true nationality. Come back to your true heritage. Come back to the Most High God. Start back keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments so we can leave this place when all this destruction goes down and we can get the kingdom of heaven. So with that, I say all praises to the Most High and Shalom.